This is my message to the President of the United States. Do not ever think that you will escape your injustice and oppression. Do not be deceived by your missiles and planes, F-35, F-22 Raptor, for they cannot ward off Allah's punishment against you. 4 decades of injustice, and Allah punished you with the same in 4 minutes. And Allah's punishment is still coming to you. Helen and Milton hurricanes. Look what Allah said in the Quran. And fear a trial which will not strike those who have wronged exclusively among you. And know well that Allah's punishment is severe. واتقوا فتنة لا تصيبن الذين ظلموا منكم خاصة واعلموا أن الله شديد العقاب. Surah Al-Anfal, number 8, verse number 25. It does not only come to those who wronged exclusively among you. Many people will be harmed by the consequence of your punishment. Why did you prone your people to Allah's punishment by supporting the oppressor Israel? Do you think that Allah is with you while you support the oppressor who kills women and children? The tax that you take from people, you're using it to support the killers, the occupants of Palestine, who kill women and children. People are sick of your support for Israel, which kills day and night and relies on your veto, which makes Israel above the international law. Do you think that while you're offering hundreds of billions, that America would not be hit by hurricanes? Shouldn't you rather spare those billions to such events, to such occurrences, to such calamities? How will you be compensating the people and rebuild their homes and states when the Treasury Department was emptied to spend on Israel? Allow me to say this. I'm not going too far if I believe that what happened in Florida is the curse of Israel, is a curse of God because of Israel. Let me address the American people this fact. You're not actually voting, because all the candidates, regardless of their affiliations, Democrats, Republicans, are eating from AIPAC's money. They all belong to AIPAC. So you think, you deluded ones, that you're voting, but both parties are funded by AIPAC. This is how deceived people you are. I'm sorry to tell you the fact. AIPAC buys you with several millions to spend tens of billions in return to them. You're not loyal to your country, but you're a betrayer, because AIPAC is giving you in person and taking the otherwise from the treasures of your own people. 9/11 was a perpetrated inside job and conspiracy, and all Americans know that today. And you use this as a pretext and justification for the killing of millions in Iraq, Afghanistan, and many other countries, and imposing those sectarian Shiites militias against the Muslims. If you want the good and security for your own people, you must stop supporting the oppressor Israel, which came as a guest in Palestine and then occupied it. And then Israel became a defender of its own rights, in your perspective. And you made the media repeat this question: doesn't Israel have the right to defend itself? Let me ask this question. Does the one who occupies your house has the right to defend himself? He's in your house. Would any judge be saying that this thief in your house has the right to defend himself? Doesn't your law say that if you kill him, there's no punishment on you because you are in the state of self-defense? So what about you? Turning the equation regarding Israel, which is ousting women and children out from their house and taking it by force and telling them proudly, arrogantly, this is the command of God. It is God who told us, this is your land, I give it to you. Allow me to say this, Mr. President. By this, you are giving a reason for the atheists to take action against Allah, against God, saying this is not the fair and just God who allows a certain race to drive people who belong to another race out of their houses, saying this is the will of God. This is not God. God does not oppress his people. Allow me to say this, Mr. President. America is the leader of injustice and tyranny, and Allah will not leave it without punishment. I warn you of other punishments that you'll not be able to prevent. Neither you, nor your Eisenhower worship, nor your F-35 jet fighters. Stop injustice. It is better for you and for your people, because these biblical texts have nothing to do with Allah, with God. Because injustice is darknesses, as our Prophet said, ittaqu dhulm, avoid oppression, for oppression will be at the day of judgment darknesses. For these biblical texts have nothing to do with God. Finally, I say, stop oppressing people if you want your own people to be saved from these divine punishments. Thank you.